Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we are back with another video. In today's video, I will be looking at 5 pretty popular fragrances that my wife hates. These are 5 popular fragrances that are beloved by a lot of people, so don't take it personally if one of your favorite fragrances ends up on this list. These are fragrances that I personally enjoy that she just does not like. They do not work for her. I'm going to get into the reasons why, but let's jump right into it. So this list has some cheapies. It has some niche that is a little pricier, even a discontinued fragrance, but none of that matters. She likes what she likes, and we can't change that. So the first fragrance that we're looking at is a cheapie, really popular cheapie house. Can be found pretty much at any Burlington that you walk into. One of my personal favorite fragrances, scent we are talking about, is Banana Republic's Tobacco and Tonka Bean. And as the collective gasp of people watching rumbles, this one is, I think, incredible, especially for the price. What she doesn't like about this one is the fruity vanilla that you get up front. And it is a fruity, sweet fragrance. It's very sweet. And that is just, it doesn't work for her. One common theme that you'll probably see throughout this list, at least with a couple of the fragrances, is the use of vanilla. Now, it's not that she dislikes every vanilla fragrance that she smells, but ones that lean sweet, frosting, food-like vanilla, and others that are just more like a candle, she doesn't want anything to do with. But Tobacco and Tonka Bean, personally, for me, this is a perfect sort of fall fragrance, even wintertime. It's fruity. It has tobacco in here, pear, fig, really nice fruitiness up top, and the vanilla, I think, is balanced really well with those fruity notes. You also have a coconut and tobacco note here that is subtle. The tobacco is even sweet. So this is a sweet fragrance that I will say right off the bat, for sure, it's a sweet fragrance. So you need to like sweet fragrances to be able to pull this one off. But my wife, she ain't having it. Banana Republic, Tobacco, and Tonka Bean. So this next one is the only niche fragrance on the list. And I remember when I first got this in and I had tested it and I let her smell it, she immediately told me that it smelled like candy. The scent we are talking about is Zafiro from Serjoff. Now, I've talked about this one on pretty recently on the channel, and this is one that kind of even had to grow on me personally, but I like this one quite a bit. What she doesn't like about it, and you can go right on Fragrantica, they have the pros and cons, AI-generated pros and cons there, and I thought it was interesting because after I picked up the fragrance, wore it a couple times, looking at the notes and seeing what was in here, they mention in the cons that it smells like Red Hots. And that's exactly what she told me when she smelled this. She's like, it smells like Red Hot candies. And I can see what she's saying. It's the cinnamon. And that's what she doesn't like in here. There's also a white wine note. This thing is warm and spicy while being a little bit resinous and aromatic. So it blends some things together that don't necessarily seem like they would go together. I can understand why this is sort of a polarizing fragrance and why this wouldn't be for anyone or everyone. It has a honey note in here. It's a little bit sweet. But what mainly, again, puts her off is that cinnamon note. It's just too powerful, too potent, and she has a scent memory tied to it. So she's attaching it to Red Hot candies, and she doesn't want to smell like food. So it's the main reason she does not like this one. But personally, I really like this one. It has incredible performance. It's going to last all day, projects really nicely, and it's something different. For me, it's something different, something unique, but that's not going to be for everyone. Zafiro from Serjoff. Discontinued fragrance, massively popular, massively hyped, super expensive on the resale market. She hates it. Scent we are talking about is a men's Pure Havane. And this one, again, it's utilizing, sweet vanilla cherry notes. Actually, though, cherry is not an official note, but I pick it up. It almost has this sort of cough syrupy cherry vibe to it up front. That settles in nicely. I personally enjoy this one. Obviously, this is more ideal for the cooler weather, but she doesn't like it. And yeah, I can see why. It does have that sweet sort of syrupy vibe to it up front. And she's not massively into sweet fragrances. I think a big misconception is that women love sweet fragrances on guys. It's been kind of pushed that way by popular influencers. Sweet, fresh. Yeah, that is a beautiful combination. I personally like that myself. But some women just want fresh and clean. They want like out of the shower smelling fragrances, maybe some earthy green, masculine fragrances. So this I wouldn't put into that category at all. This is much more just sweeter, a little more, I guess, comforting in a way. It's not quite as clean smelling. It's kind of you cozy up with someone and hoping that maybe they pick up your scent and you smell unique for the most part. But it's definitely not a fresh out of the shower scent. Honey, tobacco, vanilla, cacao, amber. This is what this fragrance is. I personally love it. She doesn't like it. Amens, Pure Havana. Now, again, this next one, utilizing some of the notes that we've already talked about, scent we are talking about is Viktor&Rolf's Spice Bomb Extreme. Another super popular, massively hyped scent. Lots of spice, lots of vanilla. What she is picking up here mostly is the cinnamon in here and that vanilla, but this vanilla is leaning more towards smelling like a Christmas candle for her. So just not her thing. Now, for me, this is also not my favorite in the line. I like this one, and it's a lot of guys' favorites, and I can appreciate that. It just, for me, it's almost one-dimensional in a way. It's very powerful. That's awesome. Has great performance. So if you want to go out smelling fantastic in the wintertime and just projecting like a monster, this is going to get you there. However, it doesn't have a lot of depth to my nose personally, but I do like this one. But I also understand why she doesn't. So incredible performance. However, the vanilla and the cinnamon notes, too spicy, just too much of everything for her. Viktor&Rolf's Spice Bomb Extreme. I saved the best for last only because this is one that I had in my collection prior, and I sold it because she truly could not stand it. It was her most hated fragrance in my collection, and I was like, I can't wear this thing. But then I sort of changed my mind. I said, look, I like it. I want to have it back in the collection, so I picked it back up. She still hates it. The scent we are talking about is Mercedes-Benz Club Black. And here you just get the sweet frosting like vanilla. That's what she doesn't like. Now, my nose personally, I do pick up some of the other nuances here, the incense, which I really love, the amber notes. And yes, it's not a super complex fragrance. This is mainly a vanilla fragrance. I think it's a really well done vanilla fragrance. However, she gets more of that vanilla additive synthetic that you would put on a cupcake. For me personally, though, this one, I think where it lacks in complexity, it makes up for in simplicity. And its simplicity is that it's a fantastic vanilla fragrance. It's unapologetic in how it's delivering that vanilla note to you. And the other sort of supporting cast here, the incense, the ambers, they are just in the background. This is, again, unapologetically a vanilla fragrance that if you are into vanilla, you need to try this. It's cheap, smells incredible, and one that I think a lot of people will love. Mercedes-Benz Club Black. That's it, guys. 5 fragrances from my personal collection that my own wife does not like. Would love to know, what fragrances does your partner, your significant other, dislike? Do they just not like on you? They like, it's a deal breaker. Keep it on the shelf. Just don't wear it on days you're going to be around me. Drop it in the comments section down below. Would love to know what you guys want to wear, but your partner just is making life difficult for you and not letting you wear it. So drop it in the comments. But if you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.